Hi. Hello there. Exciting time to be in New York City, isn't it? I am David, and this is the mop-up for April 4th, 2023. As Donald Trump's motorcade heads to the airport, Palm Beach residents line the streets, hoping this is the last time they ever see him again. More bad news today for Donald Trump when, before takeoff, he was informed the jet would be landing at New York City's LaGuardia because his pilot couldn't gain clearance from air traffic controllers working Moscow International Airport. Vladimir Putin didn't come through. Not a friend, not a friend. Whenever he travels, Donald Trump requires 10 full-size Chevy Suburbans to get to the airport, 1 for him and 9 for his tan. 9 Chevy Suburbans just to carry his tan, to load it onto the plane. He's such a... Meanwhile, Trump's attorney is asking that no television cameras be allowed when Donald is arraigned, insisting television cameras would make it especially difficult for his client to lie about what really took place in the courtroom. When asked by the judge if Trump was a flight risk, Trump's attorney said, well, those Big Mac belches of his really stink up the cabin, so yeah, I'd say he's a flight risk. Appearing on Newsmax today, Don Jr.'s fiancée, Kimberly Gargoyle, criticized the Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, for focusing on Trump when New York City, she said, has turned into, quote, a zombie apocalypse. Then Kimberly excused herself to go feed Snow White a poison apple. It's a zombie apocalypse, according to Kimberly Gargoyle, New York City. In a rare show of solidarity with the former president, Staten Island Garbage declared a 3-day strike. Trump spent most of Monday night with his pants down around his ankles as aides prepared him for tomorrow's cavity search. During the arraignment, instead of a mugshot, police will just grab one of the many Xeroxed photos of Trump pasted behind every pizzeria cash register in New York City with the words, "Do not accept any checks from this person." Making sure Manhattan cops are relaxed and calm for the big arraignment, Mayor Adams ordered all New York City patrol cars to blow their drivers. Let's get a close-up there. Yeah, that is that is not going to work, is it? Okay. Yes, okay. Marjorie Taylor Greene says she wants to come to New York City on Tuesday to protest Trump's arrest and then visit a Jewish space laser factory. Here she is on last night's 60 Minutes, and by the expression on her face, you can see she accidentally caught whiff of what she's thinking. As evidenced by where she placed her hands, CBS News correspondent Lesley Stahl introduced the Marjorie Taylor Greene segment despite really having to go do number 1. Lesley Stahl has difficulty focusing on the interview with Marjorie Taylor Greene as she notices her director, producer, writer, and crew are all on their phones checking to see if NBC's Dateline is hiring. Not a good night. Not a good night. 90 seconds into the interview, Lesley realizes she's just about to destroy a reputation that took nearly 50 years to build. She most certainly did. As Marjorie Taylor Greene squats to lift 200 pounds, Lesley Stahl watches in horror as the Georgia Congresswoman's 7-inch penis accidentally slips out of her shorts. Marjorie always does 3 sets of 3 reps because 3 is as far as she can count. Much of the 60 Minutes interview with Marjorie Taylor Greene was taken up by Lesley Stahl, apologizing profusely to the ghosts of Mike Wallace and Morley Safer. Marjorie Taylor Greene stops in mid-sentence to introduce Lesley Stahl to her imaginary friend, Dr. Joseph Mengele. As Marjorie hears the famous 60 Minutes ticking sounds, she wonders if Lesley is about to play audio of her planting those 2 bombs that didn't go off on January 6. I'd like to get her under oath about those 2 bombs that didn't go off. Yeah, okay. Although she's notoriously anti-LGBTQ, Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't above passing up an opportunity to catch Lesley Stahl nervously crossing and uncrossing her legs. Marjorie Taylor Greene says she fell in love with her home and just had to buy it because it reminds her of a funeral parlor. Look at that place, right? That looks like every suburban funeral parlor. Viewers of the 60 Minutes episode were treated to rare family photos, like this one of the Congresswoman's father holding Marjorie right before dropping her head first on the concrete pavement 16 times in a row, and then picking her up again and doing it all over. Marjorie always travels with the Anderson family, just in case someone asks her to spell the word Trump. Lesley Stahl was accused of pretty much lobbing softball questions like, which hand has the sausage treat? Whenever asked a question she doesn't like, Marjorie will blind her inquisitor by squirting snake venom into their eyes. Besides being an exercise nut, as seen in this picture, Marjorie Taylor Greene keeps her figure by living solely on a diet of houseflies. After giving Lesley Stahl and the 60 Minutes crew a tour of the Capitol, by force of habit, Marjorie asked everyone what time they planned to storm the building and if they needed a map. I'm David Feldman. This has been the Mop Up for April 4th, 2023. Please like this. Please share it. Please subscribe. And what else? Subscribe to my newsletter, office hours every Friday night at 8 p.m. I'm David Feldman reminding you to stay strong and protect the weak.